Well, hey everyone, good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today for, excuse me, May 15th, 2026, I'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. I'm kind of tired. I feel good though, but I'm kind of tired because I actually went to bed late, 1 a.m. Am I an old man? Yeah, but no, it's funny. Last night, I got to see Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway 2. Obviously, a big deal for the Gundam Explained YouTube channel. They came out in January in Japan. We're waiting for the release in the US. Finally got here. And went and saw it last night. There was a 9:35 showing. And I usually wouldn't want to go to a movie that late, but one, I was excited. Two, it was the only showing near me, earliest showing near me that had the dub, because I'd rather watch it dubbed. They've got a really good English voice cast. Same as the previous one. And it was a well-done film. It's really good. If I was to complain anything about it, it could have used more action, but that's not the point of this story. It's interesting how it has a lot of neat things that are happening. But I'll do a better breakdown over on Gundam Explain. That's not for this channel. I like to keep those things separated, like The Offspring used to say. But hey, morning. Ultronymous, JamKel X, good to see you guys. Hope you guys have had a good week because we're here at Friday. Yeah, and again, little groggier because I would normally wake up at like 5:30 or something, but I think I woke up at 7. Because after the movie got out, it was like around midnight or right before midnight, and so by the time I got home, changed, did whatever, got to bed, settled in, it was probably closer to 1 that I fell asleep. So I'm telling you guys, it's funny. Usually 9 p.m. is what I do bedtime. Sometimes it's almost 11 on weekends, but man, back in the day, I remember staying up late playing video games, which I might experiment with that, although I do like waking up early and playing video games. Yeah, sometimes if I'm up as early as 5 and I'm just like chilling, I was like, I'll play a game. Because, I didn't play that much this week. Actually, let's jump into that. All right, well, yeah, not much. I think I told you guys I got that R-Type game. Was it on the 13th, and I played like 7 minutes of it, and I've just been busy. And then Star Fox 64, check that out. So this is, again, Exophase, if you happen to be new, but I think it's the same 5 people that watch this channel. But Star Fox, playing it through an emulator, and I'm actually specifically using, this, and I've showed this before, this is like an awesome way to play retro games. And like, even compared to that bigger setup I made, I think that's better for really super retro games. This is good for playing, I was about to say modern, but Dreamcast and 64 era games. Anyway, logged into, I had to update. I haven't used it in a while, so I had to update it, log into the game through the emulator. I'm using the front end emulation station. And then sure enough, I didn't get an achievement yet, but I started it up, so it only counted for 1 minute. But yeah, I'm excited to play Star Fox 64 and get the achievements on it. And again, through this is through retro achievements that you sign in to your RetroArch instance that Emulation Station runs. So Emulation Station's like the front end. It's just a good way to track where I've been. Because, thinking back to when I played Star Fox 64, I loved that game. And I'm pretty sure like I 100%ed it in terms of like looking up in the magazines at that time, like what the extra things were to do. But at the same time, it's possible I might have missed something. So who knows? I'll be playing that, getting some achievements, just in the anticipation for the Star Fox game coming out in June. I'm pretty stoked about that, I got to be honest. Ultronymous, to be fair, you do jump into Exophase without name dropping it the last few. Yeah, exactly. And over time, I feel like the whole retro achievements Exophase is just so ingrained into my DNA. It's almost like I'm just showing this thing, and it's like, whoa, how are you tracking games? But yeah, it's really neat. I really love this system. Autonomous, I do want to play Star Fox Assault again. That is what I was thinking too. It's like I want to go through all of them again. Even I was looking up for Zero. I loved Zero. So the idea was the emulator, apparently it runs fine. You just press a button to switch between the bottom screen and the top screen, which makes sense because in Star Fox Zero, when you have to use the Wii U gamepad, you are looking down at it for those sections. And so I could see just switch to the screen, but then I was looking up buying a Wii U. You could get a Wii U for about $150, and you could get a brand new Star Fox Zero that came with Star Fox Guard, if you guys remember. It was like a cardboard box with 2 games, and that's like $35. So it is very easy online to obtain that stuff. And so that's an example, like with the 3DS, where it's like, actually, I can go and buy this. I mean, not that it's money going to the company. Just in terms of if there's an easy way I can play something natively, I'll try to go for that. I'm just still debating if I want to spend the money on a Wii U, just because that's just super extra. It's super unnecessary, but it would be fun. Okay, let's jump into some news. I took a gander, right? Just a gander at some news. There could be more interesting stuff, but so far, was it this? This is the most interesting. This has me excited. You know I like controllers here. 2 new Xbox controllers have leaked, seemingly including the Elite Series 3. All right, we've been waiting so long for Microsoft to... Okay, I was talking about this on Gundam Explained. I'll read an article and realize a lot of it is really fluff, which, hey, I don't mind. That's the person putting the personality in the article. I'm just here for the information, though. So, this was shared by Technoblog, and you can see a look at the Elite Series 3 controller down below. Note how the bottom contains 2 separate scroll wheels. Fascinating. So, here's something that's really neat. One, there's something about the size of the buttons on the face that look like either they're bigger or the controller is just a tad smaller. Who knows? Who knows? I will say, I have the Elite Series 1 and 2, and they're actually good controllers. They're not the most comfortable. I even think a standard Xbox controller is a little more comfortable. The Elite Series has a very sharp angle around the area that you would use your trigger fingers. And that might just be me personally, actually. But it's a little annoying where I didn't really use it too often. Although family likes to use it. Between my wife and my youngest, when we were playing games, they'll use it. So I want to talk about the scroll wheels at the bottom here. This could simply just be volume, maybe mic in terms of gain. It could be just that, and that would be kind of boring. What would be really cool is if it's just another type of control that could be used in multiple ways. Not only could it be a scroll wheel for, like, think about at the beginning of a game where it has you read the user acceptance. I forget what it's called. Whatever. And you have to like scroll down and then accept, the things we don't read. There's that, but also like in menus. If you're in a menu, like scroll down to, I'm thinking if I'm... Do I have I have a controller right here. Let me grab this. If I'm, okay, let me try to. Well, it's like you guys can't really see what I'm trying to get at here because I'm trying to feel like how natural would it be to have my thumbs go down. And it's actually not bad. It's not the feeling of moving my... On this controller, there are 2 buttons, actually. There is a mute and a sync button. So... Just, I think it'd go, moving that to scroll down options, scroll down the video settings, scrolling through video settings. I think that could be super helpful, especially, and here's the other part, is if the scroll wheel can actually be clicked in, which I don't see why not. That's very common with things that have scroll wheels, like a mouse. And that can offer some really cool extra stuff. I mean, you already have the back paddles, but then if you have these 2 scroll wheels that are buttons, I'm all about adding more buttons. to be more standard and traditional across all devices. For instance, the back buttons, the rear buttons that, yeah, this one has 2, and I think 2 is all you need. You don't really need 4. But I do think that should be standard now. It's funny, I don't use them that much, but I think it's because by default, games don't really use them. I did it a lot with GBO2 because I played that a lot competitively, Gun and Battle Operation 2. I changed the back button to boost. Yeah, that's very helpful. So, but I'm a controller fiend. I'm really excited about seeing a new controller. The design is neat. It looks a lot like a Pro 2 controller, which is okay. That's a good controller. Yeah. So there's more though. There's more. Oh yeah, and another interesting thing about this is this will have a removable battery, unlike I think the other Elite controllers didn't. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. Trigger locks, love that stuff. Interchangeable D-pad, yeah, it's all the same stuff. It could also have cloud mode, and I'll get to that here in a second, because two other, well, I guess it's one with 2 colors. Another controller got leaked. Now, this is cool. This is what I've actually visioned. So while it's not a full-size controller like I would prefer, I think that it is bulbous enough around the grips that it would still be comfortable, especially for my thought on something like this. So the idea with this controller is to easily take it out, connect, stream, cloud streaming, whatever. That's the idea. You have a display, stream your Game Pass games or whatever that way. I've always envisioned this, especially when it comes to when Netflix had gaming stuff, Game Pass on the cell phone that you could, mirror. My thought was, man, it would be great if you just had a small controller, but then it's like, well, then you have these 2 devices. What if they made a controller that did the streaming? And it's interesting that they went with a pocketable one instead of a full-sized one, which I think is the right way to go. I think a full-size controller might be intimidating for the general public, which I think this, if you're a gamer that's into the bigger controller, or I should put it this way, if you're a gamer that's already cloud streaming often, you're probably a gamer that's used to what you like, the type of controller, full size. This really helps. I feel like it doesn't seem so much. It seems way more pocketable, easy to have around. It reminds me of, what's that brand? Cracked. I bought the Cracked. They have those rectangle controllers, good for classic games. And that's the thing. I see this as I want to quickly jump into the Dominus collection. There we go. That's a perfect controller for the Dominus collection. You just need a simple controller. I hope the D-pad isn't too far in. That seems very far in compared to, but it could be, again, the size. And then once I get my hands on it, no, that might be good. Anyway, this stuff for me is exciting. I love controllers. I love it when companies innovate with controllers. Nintendo does that all the time. Sony does that too, and they all do it in their own different ways. You get like the Joy-Cons from Nintendo. You get the DualSense from Sony with the PlayStation. The touchpad at the top, such a neat idea that I wish like Microsoft would have picked that, or other companies. But it is kind of cool then that that's a place where you could get that experience. And so with Microsoft coming out with something that's more of ease of use to play, because here's the other thing. I was just looking up, for this device that I want to play, my retro games on more often. I could do HDMI out. But then I'm thinking we're at a time now where we should be just streaming. I mean, I stream my PC to my Apple TV to play PC games on my TV. It's just that then there's some, what do you call, redundancy there, because I'm going through multiple layers that I wouldn't have to. I need to see about putting Moonlight, Sunshine, whatever it is, on this. But then to use it as the controller and just beam to my TV and play. I love this idea of removing barriers to quickly get into some gaming. Again, especially nowadays, you launch a game, you have to read the user acceptance, you have to then sign up for some account, and then maybe it has to do some buffering, shader compilation. So I'm all welcome to this. Okay. So, what's up? We got some stuff in the chat. SF Assault from JPLX. SF Assault is the best. The on-foot sections were the only thing that needs fixing, but the rest is great. Wow, I don't remember much of the on-foot, and maybe, as you say, it needed fixing. That's why I don't remember. I need to go back and play that. I love that they included the on-foot section alongside everything seamlessly. Loved going into a base, running out, then hopping in the R-Wing. See, that is the stuff I love about like ship games, where there's that context between you as a pilot and the ship in game by getting out, getting in. Same with mecha stuff. Even if 90% of the time you're in the mecha or the ship, if you get a sense of going in it, I think that helps sell it. I really wish they had an Xbox style controller for PS5. It's a lot easier on left thumb. Dude, 100%. I am so glad you said that. I'm the same way. I don't hate the PlayStation controllers, but Xbox controllers are more comfortable for that left thumb. And I think that's why I don't have it here. Even Nintendo does it that way. In fact, the Wii, no, is it the classic controller? It started with the classic controller on the Wii and on the Wii U that they actually even had them, what was it? Didn't they have them both at the top or something like that? Like they did something a little different. I think they had them on the bottom too. There was something that was different done, unless I'm thinking of a third party. But I get what you're saying. And that also comes in mind with D-pads. So, for instance, this is like a standard Xbox controller, even though this is an Xbox, but they follow that methodology or engineering, design, whatever. The D-pad is a little in, but it's still comfortable to use, but I would rather a more natural hold on that. So what's interesting about this is the kind of vertical up and down. The D-pad is right below the analog stick. Although, check this out. So this is that RG Cube, right? They came out with one right after this where this D-pad is swapped with the analog stick. It's like, I would have bought that instead. But I guess, to be honest, for playing N64 games, it's better that this is on top. So maybe it's a win. It's a win after all. Okay. So is that about it? I went and looking for some other news. I think there's some other interesting stuff that I might have just forgot about. Harada from Tekken, unless I already mentioned it, he's a video game developer. He's now with SNK, which is awesome. I don't know what to think though, because I'd rather them have him make his own original IP than him doing stuff with the fighting game, unless he plans to go all in on that SNK feel. I don't know. Let's see. Wait. What? After Garfield Dream World was canceled, publisher handed it to a different developer. Okay, remember I was talking about this? There's that Garfield game that was like, wow, it's the guys. I was like, I want to play these platformers now because I found out those Smurf games were really high end in terms of their engineering, mechanical design. So that's interesting that there's more information where they had someone else making it, but they're like, no, let's have a different developer make it. Huh. Let me look this up yet again. Yeah. Garfield Escape from Monday. I mean, this seems like it would be a nothing burger, but I really have to shout out the developers. They know how to make a fun time. That's really cool. All right, here's what we're going to do. I want to play a game. I think I already know what I want to play, but let me look just in case. By the way, if you guys got Game Pass, you could preload Forza Motorsports. I think it comes out in like 3 days, unless you do the early access or something like that. Actually, let me look that up. Let's see. Yeah, May 19th. Yeah, okay, so if you buy the premium edition, you can play May 15th. But I think with Forza Horizon 6, this is a perfect example of the value I'm getting at a Game Pass because I want to play that game. But in any normal circumstance, I probably wouldn't drop full price on that game anymore. I mean, I think there was a time when I would buy racing games at full price, but I think it's very hard for me to to know that I'm going to want to spend the time and get the maximum value. So the fact that I'm paying, you know, the new cheaper price of Game Pass every month, Forza Horizon pays for itself in 3 months or whatever, right? So I always got to remember this value. Like, Game Pass really has good value. In fact, right now, Forza Horizon 6, I think, is the highest rated game this year. Isn't that crazy? Because, like, I like racing games, but I wouldn't really care about that in terms of game of the year, but I wonder if that's just, again, more of that sort of mainstream appeal. So, let me look at something here real quick, because I'm deciding what I want to play. There's that looks cool. Okay, let's do this. We're going to try a game I haven't shown you guys yet. This is just a demo, though. Called Clockwork Ambrosia. What is Clockwork Ambrosia? No idea, but it did say Metroidvania. It said it through the speakers. It said Metroidvania. No. Yeah, tagged as a Metroidvania, has cool 2D style pixel art. That's my thing. So, am I really going to have to play out of this tiny window? Do I need to get a telescope? Although I learned recently... Nope, that didn't work. Thought I could press Alt-Enter. Alright, so... Let's see, here we go. Full screen. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Ooh, Windows scale factor. Locked to 60 FPS. Let's turn that off. Meaning... Because I'm assuming it means it could go higher than that. Prioritize wall jump. Interesting. Simple super jump. It'll be neat. I like those controls. I mean, I don't know what to expect, but it's neat that it has, I guess, ways that you can... The feeling of jumping and navigating the world. It looks like there's settings for that in the controls. Alright, so look, cutscene. You gonna skip it? No, but honestly, I know I skip cutscenes a lot, but if a game seems to align with my interests, I will go back and consume the cutscenes. Alright, skip scene. I just want to... Okay, here we go. Let's look at this. Moving around. Ooh, the animation along with the speed of movement is tight. Like, you could feel it. Oh, that's a good jump. I guess this was my airship. Okay, I don't think I have any other abilities at the moment. Oh, you can just do a quick jump. Alright. Doesn't seem to be much sound at the moment. Did that move when I hit it? No. Alright. I am not even hearing anything. There we go. I think it's very low. Probably because it's the beginning and it's just like... Yeah, there's music. Alright. I get it. I get it. The typical, this is how you've never played a Metroidvania before. Who is this? Yeah, who are you? My name is I thought. We're the only survivors of... What is your position? I just got here. Pardon, how is that possible? It's you at the docks. So, you were not safe there. You value your life, then as far as avoid the mask at all... Oh, masked? We got a masked villain? That could be some pulpy fun. Oh. This is a checkpoint. Oh, that's neat. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh. Did I just break it? I mean, whose thought would be, well, I'll just jump down the elevator shaft? Me. That was my thought. That's unrealistic. I'm just joking. I'm seeing some destroyed robots, maybe? Possibly. That's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Obtain Pulse Breaker, a standard issue pulse energy weapon. Fire with X, hold for a charging shot. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wait, I think it has different levels of charging? Oh, it's the available pip, as they're calling the little... Alright. So, interesting that, like, should I even be doing this? Because I don't even think I can get up there. I'm just curious to see what happens. Oh. Galvanic parts. Ah, so unfortunately I can't go up there yet, so... Oh no. There's got to be something to this, let's see. No. Oh. Wait. I wonder if I could push boxes. No, but I like to know that I can destroy boxes. I'm glad that's what they did here. It's like, what do I do? It's not like a thing, oh, this is how you double jump. No, it's destroy the boxes if you can figure that out. Excellent. I'm all about the destruction. Okay. Oh, heck yeah. Let's get into a battle, man. Oh, I thought I was going to land on the platform. Cool. All right, so fun gunplay. I'm getting loot. I'm all about the action. Let me, sorry. Okay. All right. Oh. That's cool that I was, like, not all the way. Interesting. Cool. Oh, there's interesting... Wonder how easy it is to jump up there. Not yet. I'm sure I'm getting a double jump here shortly. Let me head this way. There we go. Okay. All right, the enemies didn't come back. It could be due to, like, the save. You know, once you save, they respawn. Okay, can't shoot those. Save my game. Love it. Okay, so far, the pacing of this is top tier for a Metroidvania. Oh! Hunter. No end. Well, he's not saying hunter. That's the guy, the hunter. No end to them. Which... Okay. So that's cool, because, so they talked about the masked guy. That's probably that guy. But I bet you beat him and get his gun. And then, therefore, this is a Mega Man game. Alright. You think you can fool me? There's nothing left in this city. Except the monsters. Oh. Okay. Okay, interesting when I go down, I was crawling. It's very sensitive. Oh, not cool. I guess that was supposed to happen. Oh! Okay. Starting all over again. Whoa, having a parachute? That's... How lucky. Okay. That was a pretty cool opening. Hilltop. That was cool that I was like flashing the whole time, I guess, because I held down the button. See if that does anything. All right, I loved the scope of this. Where I was starting, I was like, oh, that looks cool, but then like, okay, falling down here. Yeah, you kind of told me about that already. You know what? It is that time, but I did take today off from work, so I'm actually gonna play a little bit more. Obtained mending kit grants mending. Hold RT to repair deplete. Okay, the energy gauge is full. When the energy gauge is full. Okay, I kind of like that idea. Interesting. There must be something else. You know, I need to sit here and take a second to realize how much this is a Metroidvania with kind of a more of a shooting, run and gun aspect. Not too dissimilar from Guns of Fury that came out last year that I loved. That almost was Game of the Year, but I think, or not Game of the Year, but in my top 5. But Terminator, I think, took the spot for like retro style, old school game. So, I mean, they're very similar, and the Terminator and Guns of Fury, even though one's a Metroidvania and the other isn't. But in terms of just general gameplay. Hey, Zooks. What character said that? No, I think in Zoinks. Sorry to shout, but you can't just sneak up on someone out here. Oh, hey, I don't think we've met. Yeah? Name's Talia, and you're... Pleased to meet you, Iris. You be careful around here now. Lots of nasties have been turning up lately since the, you know... Really. Need a key. Hope you weren't trying to get to town. After that last quake, the gate slammed shut and locked itself. I should probably guess. I don't have the key, so I'll probably get some bomb thing to bomb those rocks that were above me, and that probably gets me to where I need to be. Oh, workbench. Nice. Okay, I'm liking the sound of this. We're getting some upgrade. We got the save system. This is checking all the boxes for being a... Oh, man, I love when you see things that's like, oh, what will this be when I come back? What do I need to... Oh, that's a very Castlevania enemy. I felt like I was just fighting some... Oh, when I was playing Xanadu Next, the slimes. It's a very classic bad guy type. Even not bad guy, because aren't... In Dragon Quest, the slimes, isn't there like a good guy one? Interesting. Oh, there we go. Lost armor pips can be mended by... Yeah, I think you told me that. Map kit for the cartographer on the go. Use to see areas. Oh, sweet. Love maps. Let's rate this map. I don't see a zoom out. Kind of a weird, like... I don't like this map, personally. But I'm glad they have a map, and then I'm gonna know, like, oh, this has a thing I... See, I can't even go on that. This has a thing I can read. This color means something. Yeah, it's hard to get on the exact. And this is a demo. If my feedback so far would be make the map where you can see more, and it's a little more smooth when you're moving the cursor. Nice. Oh. I don't feel like I should attack this guy. Oh, but maybe I need to. Because he's shooting things at me. What? Oh, so I wonder if I'll be upgrading my shots, like, have more than just the 3. Oh, I was about to say, this is probably where I need a double jump, but no, I can... Breaker core is a core module that fires 2 shotlets. Gain an additional round. From the menu, enter weapon mods, augment. Okay. Wait, one, there's equipment. Do I need to... Oh, I get it. Okay. Mods. Nice. Okay, cool. I love that you have the option of adding mods on here. And then loadouts as well. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this game's doing some cool stuff. Totally digging it. I hope I don't have to kill that guy, but he is throwing rocks at me. Yeah, making the enemies cute. Don't. Okay. When there's choices, you know, where do you go? Oh, gain a wall jump by pressing A while sliding against walls. Love it. Heck yeah. There was an area earlier on, I was like, oh, looks like something I could do here. It's probably that. Although it'd probably be better to do it this way. Yep. Love it. I love that instead of a full-on double jump, it's this kind of jumping off the wall, because I think that just adds more gameplay. Again, I feel like I'm shooting these random animals that are just minding their business. Like, I mean, who knows if they're a mother or a father. See you, Chris. Oh. Okay, here, let's do the armor thing. Okay, that gave me 1, I think, and so... Okay, the pink things charge up. Oh! Did you guys see that? Okay, you can't get it from here, but I love how that just came around like that. Big fan. Big fan. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't, I like how it has that X. It's like, yeah, you go here, but you could also... Let me, before I go where I'm supposed to, let me, oh. Magnet Mint attracts nearby item pickups. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I think I gotta, equip it? Cool. I'm glad I came down here then to get that earlier instead of later. See how it works out pretty good? Okay, I see. Alright, let's head down maybe? Oh, uh-oh. Nice. Oh, let me see, is there another, like, secret? It makes me think where you see that green... No? Okay. Because, you know, like, it on a map in a Metroidvania, and when you see that blank spot, it's like, maybe I could destroy the wall. Cool, narrow knot speeds up projectile velocity. Okay. Man, the flow of this is really good. I will say this is probably one of the best, if not the best, in terms of player onboarding for a Metroidvania. Because I don't feel overwhelmed, and I feel like there's always something happening. Oh. So again, we've got multiple directions we could go. I'll go this way because it seems more secretive. Whoa! Oh, that's a very Metroid type of boss. Oh, God. All right, let me actually do this since I'm full. Did I? Okay, yeah. I guess I only get one armor piece and then, like, the health. Okay, let's look at that. Oh, wait. Oh, is it this? Let's see. Just says +1, but that's fine. Oh. So I might... So maybe, yeah, maybe I'm not supposed to come this way yet. Just trying to see if I can game it for a second. Because, yeah, you can actually go pretty far, but this is just low enough. Okay. I'll have to come back here. Or up there. Nope. It stops me. Owl again. Sorry, bro. Alright, another save point. Westside Cargo Stop. Be nice to the Nimbot on duty. Oh! This would be nice. Oh. Okay. That was fun. A little easy, but at the same time I was focusing. All right. We got a key. Well, I would have... Oh. I was about to say I would have rather just gone back myself, but what the heck? Did that person do that to me? Okay, can't do anything here. Alright, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna bounce, but... This is really cool. This is really cool. I could see myself... Oh, just like Castlevania, where you get the relics and you turn them on or off. Guys, this is pretty cool. Let me look at the actual store page for the game. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, it already came out. Let me add it to my wish list. $17.99. Seems like a good price. I'll have to think about it. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys have a good Friday, good weekend. I'll be back Monday with some more. But, yeah, I'll be back. You guys have a good one. See you.